Certainly, well, the Commission, you're absolutely entitled to do that. But can I just give references, because GM2 is filed, it starts at file 2, page 12.
Yes, confirmed.
And please proceed, and then when we get to well, I suppose it will be sequential, so we'll get the reference just by following on GM3.
All right, thanks, Essie. So GM2, Chair, as you can see, it's me getting feedback from the Director responsible for performance management with his supply chain management. This was a new position that was created as part and parcel of institutional arrangements in ensuring that the city supply chain management function is able to deliver in line with the mandate. Attached here in Chair is feedback I'm receiving on training that has taken place in November 2025 as part of rolling out supplier development. It's also essential to take note that this took place on the 11th of December 2025, and we're arranging additional other information sharing sessions across all 7 regions of the city. The particular example I'm bringing on board is training that took place in Archiville for SMMEs. We also concluded that we would put systems in place to ensure that these trainings are advertised and that they would occur on a regular basis. On page number 13, up until page number 21, these are all the attendance registers of all the individuals who attended this SMME training. On the next page, on 22, it's an update on the program of the day and the program that was designed in terms of capacitating SMMEs within the city. Amongst this, what's key, Chair, is that the city was experiencing supply chain management issues, which was a well-known issue. The city had found itself incurring issues of irregular expenditure of the past, and we had to curb these issues. In terms of us curbing these matters, we had to come up with a system where we implement Ariba. If you look at paragraph 3 of page 22, the training program would commence from 2026 to incorporate SAP Ariba training to empower SMMEs as they would seamlessly take part in the automated procurement system that the city was implementing. Chairperson, the Ariba implementation was still persisting. The reason I'm bringing this on board is that this is an issue that's still persisting, and the change management process was a difficult one to manage and for suppliers to understand. Inclusive within this training program, Chair, was to ensure that the procurement training fundamentals and SMMEs were capacitated. We needed to ensure that SMMEs knew how to complete administrative compliance requirements. We needed to ensure that SMMEs were prepared and were able to prepare competitive bidding processes with effective pricing, contracting as well, online automated bidding, including on how to successfully upload bids. This is part and parcel of the city's goals to completely move to a digital platform from a supply chain management perspective, moving away from physical tender documents and papers which could be easily manipulated. Of course, within this training, Chair, we included matters of increasing competitiveness, enhancing efficiency, reducing barriers to entry. We took note that over a period of time, there were many barriers to entry that many service providers were experiencing, which made it difficult for the city to award based on a competitive pricing. Administrative glitches of a person not ticking a box resulted in disqualification. These were findings that were raised by the AG, and this is part and parcel of the processes that you had to put on board to deal with barriers to entry and to ensure that we appoint the cheapest and the most, competitive pricing. We found ourselves in instances where we couldn't do that as a result of all these barriers to entry that the city was experiencing. Of course, Chairperson, this is, an example of Archiville training that took place in Region 3. On page 23, Chair, why I'm bringing this on board, this was a partnership that Supply Chain Management, the Group Financial Services, was managing in conjunction with Group Economic Development. You can see, Chair, that it was not only a city function. We had representatives from SARS, we had representatives from Provincial Department, we had representatives from NYDA. It was a provincial issue-wide matter that we were trying to resolve. We invited all these colleagues on board to ensure that our SMMEs are trained correctly and know how to deal with tax matters and know how to deal with matters that previously found themselves being barriers for suppliers. GM3, Chair, now refers to page 24. And the reason this is essentially pertinent for me to bring to the committee to take note of is that this is a service delivery war room where urgent, pertinent matters are escalated and must be addressed accordingly as a result of them perpetuating or unable to being resolved. I'll refer you to item number 5 on the minutes that I've provided at GM3. On item number 5, it's been captured on page number 23. On page 23, this is Support Services Department, and amongst...
Sorry, just to interrupt, on the, I think it's page 33
yes,
of
33,
the bundle.
33, yes. So Chair, on page 33, this is a service delivery war room where urgent service delivery matters and support-related functions have to be, debated upon as a result of them persisting. The war room is chaired by the executive mayor of the city. There are members of mayoral committee, the city manager, all executive structures, and key service delivery business units. Within this discussion, Chair, resolution is taken that the city must ensure, under A, that supply chain management division would conduct SMME training workshops to educate committees and residents about supply chain management matters. Workshops must be conducted in all 7 regions of the city. This, of course, includes matters of migration of SAP Ariba, ensuring that administrative mandatory evaluation criteria are clearly understood by various bidders. Within the same chair, I want to refer you to item number C, that the process was on board. We were already piloting the official competitive bidding processes for 3 groups within the city, being health, communication, marketing and events, as well as economic development and spatial planning, with the plan to ensure that from the 1st of July, the entire city with the big business units as well also go online. On the next page, Chair, I particularly want to refer you to item number D, which gives guidance that all procurement from 0 to 750 were done online. The process had been seamlessly migrated, and all procurement was effectively evaluated, concluded, and adjudicated online. This was achieved accordingly. We're now rolling out the entire competitive bidding process of all other bidders, starting with the smaller groups within the city. So, Chairperson, this is pertinent for me to bring on board that change management was a key issue of concern that the city had experienced, along with our stakeholders and suppliers. Many of them found it difficult to understand the move from the city from a paper-based environment to a digitalized environment. This is something I championed from the beginning of my appointment at the city, purely as a means of combating corrupt and illicit related activities. Chairperson, I will now move back, with your permission, to the main bundle, and I conclude on that. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Mnisi. The next question was 2.8, and it was what common interest did you or do you and Sergeant Nkosi share, whether of business, personal, or any other nature, including people or other matters of common interest? And that question you answer from paragraph 32 on page 8. Again, if you can read your answer into the record and amplify anything you want to amplify.
Chairperson, thank you very much. On 32, I mentioned that I have dealt with the issue of our common interest between myself and Sergeant Nkosi previously, which included biking, sports shooting, and of course appreciation for good food. Sergeant Nkosi and I shared no business relationship, joint venture, commercial arrangement, common business interest whatsoever. Further, I do state for the record, Chair, that during the period of December 2024 to about June 2025, he assisted me by recommending the services of a driver. There was no quid pro quo involved. He merely assisted a friend in need, and I paid the driver for the services he was providing to me.
Then in paragraph 2.9 of the notice, at page 6, have you had a relationship or interactions with Mr. Joseph Anyoni and Mr. Mandla Mqina, whether directly or indirectly or through Sergeant Nkosi or anybody else? And your response is at the foot of page 8 from paragraph 35.
Thanks, Chair. Paragraph 35 and 36, I confirm for the record that I do not know Mr. Joseph Anyoni. I have never had any direct or indirect, either through Sergeant Nkosi or any other person, any relationship, associations or dealing with him, nor have I ever had any personal, professional or intermediate connection or interaction with him. On 36, I deal with the matter of Mr. Mandla Mqina, where I confirm that I did meet Mr. Mandla Mqina and I was introduced to him by Sergeant Nkosi. The introduction happened in a social setting, Chair, and from my, view was entirely coincidental. On that occasion, Sergeant Nkosi had suggested that we go to a restaurant better known as Wamaimai, which is known for serving a variety of traditional style street food. Sergeant Nkosi and the gentleman coincidentally, according to my observation, encountered each other at the restaurant, and Sergeant Nkosi obviously knew him. He then moved forward to introduce me to him. My interaction with Mr. Mqina was limited to being introduced to him, where we briefly exchanged pleasantries. There was no prior arrangement to meet up with him. During these exchange of pleasantries, he asked me for my contact details, which I provided to him. I also saved his numbers on my phone list. Notwithstanding the fact that I met Mr. Mandla Mngina as aforesaid. I reiterate that no meeting, engagement, or interaction of any nature ever took place between myself and Mr. Mandla Mngina through his or another's intervention.
You pronounce it Mngina. Is it Mngina or Mngina? It's written Mngina.
Mngina, Chair, apologies.
Oh, thank you.
And I should probably have dealt with or asked you to address these two questions together, but for the sake of completeness, in paragraph 2.10, the question was asked, have you ever met or interacted with Mr. Sibanyoni, Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala, and Mr. Mandla Mngina? Please provide full details of the meetings, including those present at each and the location and purpose of each such meeting, and that you answer at paragraph 40 on page 10.
Thank you, Chair. I reiterate that I have never met, communicated, or interacted with Mr. Joe Spagnoni in any manner whatsoever, nor have I ever had any direct or indirect engagement with him. I have never met, communicated, or interacted with Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala in any manner whatsoever. I accordingly confirm that no personal, professional, social, or official relationship has existed between myself and Mr. Matlala. I have doubted my interaction with Mr. Mngina above. He did try to contact me on a few occasions, I must also confirm.
Then in paragraph 2.11, you asked whether you have any interest in or relationship with any of the following companies or closed corporations, whether directly or indirectly, or any of their shareholders or directors. And the companies that were mentioned were Gubis 85 Solutions Pty Limited, Ngapeshia Construction and Project CC, Triotic Protection Services CC, Two Cops in Security Services CC, Vincere Security and Protection Services CC, El Shaddai Security Services CC, and any other bidder in respect of TMPD 2 of 2016-2017, TMPD 1 of 24-25, and TMPD 3 of 24-25. And your answer to that question was on page, or starts at the top of page 11, and maybe if you can just address all of those companies from all the way down to paragraph 60 on page 14.
Thank you, Chair. Paragraph 43. I have nor have I ever had any personal, business, financial, or any other association with Gubis 85 Solutions Pty Ltd, or any of its directors or shareholders. 44. I have nor have I ever had any relationship with Ngapeshia Construction and Project CC, directly or indirectly. I further confirm that I have no interest in or relationship with any of the shareholders, directors, or representatives of the said entity. On 44, Chair, I confirm that I know that Sergeant Gosi's brother is a director of Ngapeshia Construction and Projects. Notwithstanding that fact, I confirm that I have nor have I ever had any personal, business, financial, or other relationship with him or his company. On 46, I deal with the matter of Triotic Protection Services. I confirm that I have nor have I ever had any interest or relationship with Triotic Protection Services CC, either directly or indirectly. I further confirm, Chair, that I have no interest in a relationship, or nor have I ever had any relationship with the shareholders, directors, or representatives of the said entity. I am, however, aware of the fact that Triotic Protection Services was previously associated with Deputy Executive Mayor of the City of Tshwane. My understanding is that he was at some point in time a director of the entity. He had since resigned from that position. I now deal with Two Cops in Security Services. I confirm that I have nor have I ever had any interest nor any relationship with Two Cops in Security Services CC, either directly or indirectly, Chair. I confirm that I have no interest in or relationship with any of the shareholders, directors, or representatives of the said company. I also confirm that I have no personal, business, financial, or any other association which exists between myself and Two Cops in Security Services CC or any of its shareholders or directors. Paragraph 50, I deal with the matter on Vincere Security and Protection Services. I confirm, Chair, that I have nor have I ever had any relationship or interest in with Vimsira Security and Protection Services, either directly or indirectly. I further confirm that I have no interest in a relationship with any of the shareholders, directors, or representatives of the said company. I confirm further, Chair, that I have no personal, business, financial, or any other association which exists between myself and Vimsira Security Services Protection CC or any of its directors or shareholders. El Shaddai Security Services, paragraph 52, I further confirm that I have nor have I ever had any interest nor relationship with El Shaddai Security Services CC, either directly or indirectly. I further confirm, Chair, that I have no interest in a relationship with any of the stakeholders, shareholders, directors, representatives of the said entity. I further confirm that I have no personal, business, financial, or any other association which exists between myself and El Shaddai Security Services or any of its shareholders or directors.
Thanks. If you can continue on through 54 to 60 as well.
Perfect. 54 to 60, I deal with paragraph 2.11.7, TMPD 02, 2016-17. Chair, confirm that I have nor have I ever had a relationship in or with any of the bidders in respect of TMPD 02, 2016-17, either directly or indirectly. I further confirm that I have no interest in a relationship with any of the shareholders, directors, or representatives of said companies. I am, however, aware, as stated above, Chair, that Triotic Protection Services, from my perspective, I was aware that the Deputy Executive Mayor previously served as a director of the entity, but he has since resigned from that position. Paragraph 58, I deal with TMPD 01, 24-25, and I want to confirm, Chair, that I have nor have I ever had any interest in or relationship with any of the bidders in respect to TMPD 01, 2024-25, whether directly or indirectly. I further confirm, Chair, that I have no interest in or relationship with any of the shareholders, directors, or representatives of the said companies. Paragraph 59, I deal with the issues of TMPD 03, 24-25. I confirm that I have nor have I ever had any interest in relationship with any bidder in respect of TMPD 03, 2024-2025, whether directly or indirectly. Chair, I further confirm that I have no interest in a relationship with any of the shareholders, directors, or representatives of the said company. On 60, I state that I further have no personal, business, financial association which exists between myself or any of the bidders in respect of TMPD 03, 2024-2025, or any of its shareholders or directors.